General Motors engine issues just keep getting worse. Brand new 2026 Chevy Silverados with the 6.2, of course, have complete engine failure. If you're spending $70,000 to $100,000 on a brand new Chevy pickup truck or even a Cadillac Escalade, you would think you get the 6.2, it's going to be super reliable, you're spending all this money. But right now, General Motors 6.2 V8 is failing even brand new vehicles. Not high mileage, not even trucks that have really been used as trucks, like they're pulling a lot of stuff. I'm talking low mileage, brand new vehicles breaking down. And it's not even just a 6.2. The 5.3 has a complete engine failure as well. It's just not included in a recall, but it definitely needs to be. It's really issue after issue. General Motors has been trying to do this cylinder deactivation stuff for many years, trying to shut cylinders off to make the vehicle get better fuel economy, even though you're talking a little bit of fuel for a whole engine failure. Now, this is definitely a huge issue with the 5.3 because the lifters will collapse when the cylinders shut off and then they never go back and it's over, the engine is done. With the 6.2, you have a lot of internal engine components that are just completely failing. Bearings, crankshafts, all this stuff, and General Motors will say, oh, it was just a manufacturing defect or something, and they're not even really stepping up taking care of their customers. They're saying, here's some thicker oil, there you go, you're good to go. You get a longer warranty, so you're good. The problem is, are you even gonna fix it if something happens? And then if you put a brand new engine in the truck, is it even a fixed engine? Obviously, there's an issue with the manufacturing of this engine. There must be some sort of engineering issue as well. Something needs to be fixed with the engineering of the V8. But General Motors knows if they go out of their way and step up and take care of every customer, which really, it goes back far, man. They've been having V8 engine issues since 2008. So imagine if they did a huge recall and really took care of all these customers, it would cost them so much money. Their stock would not look good. So they would never want to do that, but they need to help these people. A lot of them don't know. They think General Motors, hey, naturally aspirated V8, it must be reliable. Well, that V8 is not like it was in the past. It has cylinder deactivation, it has auto start and stop, it has all this stuff. And also you have General Motors, a brand where they're probably cutting corners. Obviously, they're having issues with their V8s, which is a crucial part of the company. General Motors should not have issues with their V8. They've been building V8s forever. It's their most expensive engine they put in these vehicles. People are paying more money to get the 6.2, and then you could have a complete engine failure. It's just not acceptable for a company like General Motors. If they got bailed out, they literally took a bailout from taxpayers. It would be like every American driving, you basically gave them a car payment. And what does General Motors do? They don't even pay back the government completely. The federal government, when they sold all the shares, all the equity they had at General Motors, they lost $11.2 billion of your tax dollars. And then the company turns around and here you go. You got a company where all they care about is the stock price. They know if they went out of their way and took care of these people, it would be a lot of money. They don't even want to really fix the engine issue. They're just saying, here's some thicker oil. When you have metal parts inside the engine that are wearing out and failing, sometimes with no wear on them at all, they're brand new parts. Owners will literally have sudden knocking, loss of oil pressure, engine seizing. It's a complete engine failure situation, and that's why there's actually even a recall. Because once your engine fails going down the side of the road, it is a huge issue. It's a safety issue. So the federal government makes these companies do these recalls, but guess what? Now they're opening up a bigger investigation because General Motors did the bare minimum. They didn't include all the years they should have. So with this investigation, it definitely hints to being a bigger thing in the future. And the worst part about all this is there are people that bought the truck, they got the recall, they got a new engine, and then it fails after the new engine was put in. This video is sponsored by Lasfit. Lasfit designed the Pro DC Series LED bulbs specially engineered for Ram, Silverado, and Ford trucks. These bulbs fit directly into the factory housing, no complicated wiring, it's easy to install. Installation is simple. Remove the factory halogen bulb, secure the Pro DC LED in place, lock the dust cover, and you're ready to go. Once you install it, you'll immediately notice a difference most of the time with the lighting far brighter, cleaner, and wider. Definitely good for night driving. If you're looking to upgrade your headlights without spending thousands of dollars on a full headlight assembly, check out Lasfit. There's a link in the description. If you use the code TOM20, TOM20, you'll get 20% off. Check them out. Thank you, Lasfit, for sponsoring this video. That just goes to show there's no fix actually to the issue. You guys haven't fixed the actual engine. But we all know active fuel management, and now it's called dynamic fuel management, makes it much worse. Especially with the 5.3. The lifters collapse and it's over. And there's even a lawsuit with owners of these vehicles against General Motors because the 6.2 has so many issues. So it's not good for General Motors to have these reliability issues, and they're even having transmission issues as well. So it's almost like the whole drivetrain, they just can't get anything figured out, especially when it comes to long-term reliability. The older trucks are more reliable than the newer ones. It makes no sense. But when you think about it, you got dynamic fuel management, you got auto start and stop, you got all this stuff that's definitely not good for the engine. And then the manufacturer's going to try to run the thinnest oil possible, 0W20, and now they're going to put some higher viscosity oil to try to help decrease the chances of complete engine failure. So it really does start to make sense when you think about it in a logical standpoint, especially from the mechanical side. You have a V8 engine with the thinnest oil possible. Most people are probably doing 7,500 plus mile oil changes, which is crazy. I mean, 5,000's plenty, especially if they use their trucks as trucks. And then you have dynamic fuel management. Of course, you're going to have a complete engine failure when they cheap out on parts. They don't care about the manufacturing, the actual engineering of the vehicle. Well, now you have a complete engine failure. It's issue after issue. Let me know what you guys think. Have a great day and stay blessed.